Hey, what's up? Just a delay. I think things are working. Let me know if you could hear me. Let me know if you could see me. What's up, Bob, Darrow, Logan, Matt, Cactus? So the new plan that I have today to make the stream look better than last time is I'm going to try and mount it to my backpack. I found this little clip that's made to, you put this on a light stand and then you'd be able to mount different things. But it's holding a tripod mount, which is the extra battery for the, what do you call it? Pocket 3. So the Pocket 3 will go on here, and then I'm going to strap it so it's even more secure. So we'll see if this works. I'm going to grab my straps. We're going to try this out. It looks like I'm getting a better signal from my home computer. So if you saw the last stream where it was stuttering, that wasn't coming from my wireless camera. That was coming from my desktop, which, as I said last time, is super annoying to have all this like crazy stuff working, and the thing that is failing is my internet connection at home. So. We'll see what happens. I also did notice that when I crossed the bridge right outside my house, I lose a little bit of connection there. There's going to be like, I'm only using one phone. This is not like the recommended way to do this. So, let's see. Oh no, I want it this way. So this will be the first person view. What I'm doing. Hello. Yeah. Or so I could see what I'm doing, because I don't. Hey, what's up, Dimitri? Thanks. Good to know. What's up, Ryan? So I want this one as high as I could get it without it touching the controls, and then yeah, right. Just a little extra security, more than one. So 3 contact points on this. So there's my budget little mount. Probably I just have to center it to the left a little bit. So put my extra battery. Can I do it with this bag on? Well, I'll throw it in the bag. I don't know how much battery life we'll get. If I have to plug this in when I get to the bike shop, we will. I didn't really have a plan. More gaffer tape, yeah. I didn't gaff tape it at least. So I am not riding the bike I usually stream on, which has like set up pretty good. I'm taking my Raleigh because I broke the cable, so I have no front derailleur, so it'll be kind of a slow ride to the bike shop, and then hopefully they have time while I'm there to fix it. So if not, I'll buy the equipment to fix it and bring it back. So this is actually this is like a tiny amount of equipment for live streaming compared to what people were doing just months ago, so months ago, so my backpack, I don't need a backpack. It's just the only way that I could secure right now. So this is my first person view. So let's, I need to be over the handlebars to be able to really see what that, well, I know it's going to have to go to the left a little bit, so, or to the right, stage left. All right. Let's see. Oh, I do not have my keys, which will be helpful. And I need to turn off all the lights. Will this break my connection to get too far away from my bike? Do I need to roll my bike back towards where my keys are with me? I'm just going to be safe. It took me forever to get the Pocket 3 to connect. It always does. The last 2 times, once it was connected, I had no issues. If it fails, stream's over. That's so. All right. Wallet. Where did I have my wallet last? Should have thought of this stuff before I started the stream, right? Probably in a bike bag, right? What did I buy last? When did I go? Yeah, I can see messages there on my handlebars. Can you see that? Yeah, Moblin has the YouTube chat in there. Helmet. Glasses. Dimitri's got my wallet. I'm trying to think. Yesterday was the only time I had my wallet and I was riding. So was it in my bike bag? Maybe that's it. Nope, it's not. Yes, it is. It was in my other bike bag. And by wallet, I mean beer koozie with my credit card in it. All right. I brought my lighter gloves, but I'm wearing the lobster gloves to start off with it. It says 35, which would be too warm for these, but we're not going too far, and I feel a little chilly right now, so. All right. Well, let's give this attempt at a bike ride live. Let's do it. I'm gonna turn off the lights. Set up Apple Pay? Yeah. I don't have any electronic payments set up, I don't think. Except for like my bills, my automatic bill stuff. But what's up, mountain biker? What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter. Yeah. We'll see. You never know. I think last year we had some, was that last year we had some 70s in February? Let's see if I could get out the door. This is not ideal. I actually tried to get Moblin to work with my basement computer where I do the other live streams from, and I have no idea why I can't get it to work. It shouldn't be any different. There should be nothing changed on Moblin's end. It should just be getting OBS down there to connect, but no luck so far. I need to go back and just start over. I must have, I don't know, tried to check for typos, but something's going wrong. Then I could take my bikes out the basement door, not deal with this, and have my desktop running the streams instead of my laptop sitting there getting hot and having to be plugged in, which I don't like. So it said 35, but it does not feel like 35. Yeah, the IP, Dimitri, that's like, it's, you know, it's only 2 numbers different for the internal IP. So, oh, that looked like a couple bits of snow. It shouldn't be any snow. Yeah, it took me a while to realize that because I thought it only needed the router IP, but I did realize it does need the internal IP on OBS. So, okay, if that's the position I'm in, I'm getting low bit rate out here. That's weird. How could I walk out the door and get worse bit rate than I did in a overbuilt 1920s building? Let's move the camera angle up a little bit. We'll see what this looks like. Hey Ben, I'm on my way to see you. So, yeah, like I said, might lose you guys as I cross over the big bridge, but. So, what is this? Oh, this angle is way off. I don't know how I pointed it that way. Let me see if I could. There we go. And my bars aren't in it, really, but I'm wondering if I point it low enough from here to get my bars in it, will you guys not be able to see enough? I don't know. If this was a produced video, I'd care about that more, I guess. Also, my phone is in a spot that's kind of interfering with my hand, so. Again, this won't be the bike I stream from most of the time. It's just for today. Yeah, I haven't ridden this since Christmas Eve when the shift cable broke. So I did the whole Festive 500 on my gunner, and then we got all that snow, so I was just riding my studded tire bike. On your left. Huh. Yeah, I wonder if there's no cell towers within view of the park? No, you could see them on the hillside. Okay, I don't know why I get low bit rate on the bridge, but I know that happens sometimes in New York on the big bridges, but this is a very different kind of bridge. Oh, huh. Now the camera looks too low, huh? That's a little better. I don't know, see what happens. Why does the camera keep moving down? Am I bumping it with my straps? I can't see one. I'll have to check. Yeah, this does not feel like 35. It said real feel 35. I think the air temp was closer to 31. Hey, Kenny. Yeah, why does it keep moving down? I didn't put it on any kind of follow mode. It's the same camera, but I've had it mounted to the bike. Now it's mounted to my backpack. So, should be the same field of view, just from higher up. But yeah, you know, we got a gimbal here, but I don't know why it would be moving on its own. Obviously, I don't stay in the same position entirely on the bike, but yeah, definitely got to workshop if I ride this bike where the phone goes, because it does not work here. It's so yeah, for anyone else just popping in, the front shift cable is broke on this bike. It's a 2x, so I'm going to the shop to either get it fixed or get the stuff to fix it. It looks like it went back down again, huh? Feels weird to ride drop bars. Haven't done it in, well, like I said, Christmas Eve, so over a month. Trying to read your long comment about the CNO, NY, City Boy. Oh, yeah, I think you'll be fine on a Poseidon. First time I did the other part, the Gap Trail, I was riding a 1970s Roger Riviere, so I had 38s on that. CNO, you could do it on skinnier tires. I would go wider if you could. It could be rough in spots, but I mean, you'll be fine. Like I said, I'm someone who would always say put the widest tires you can, but this bike has 44s and I'd be fine doing it on this. I did the CNO part on 2-inch tires though, with 26-inch wheels, because I did that on my vintage Marin. Oh, I don't want to go to Howard. I thought I was on Chalker. Oh, I am. I noticed this last week when I was live streaming while riding. I had a really hard time paying attention to where I was going. I would just be like, oh, how'd I get over here? This isn't the way I intended to go. So it's a new skill to read chat and ride a bike. I don't feel like it was dangerous. I felt like my riding and my spatial awareness is fine. I would just like lose concentration on my turns. Getting work texts coming through right now. I kind of like this angle of the Osmo, just a hint of the bars and you could see far enough forward. I keep trying to shift the front ring, but there's no gear there. Oh, did it drop a little now though? I don't know. It does seem like it's moving, but nothing is touching the joystick. But even if it did, that would be pushing it up because the strap is underneath the joystick. But, oh, first time, I'll get used to it. Used to getting it set up right. No. Man, this intersection sometimes just gets stuck here forever. Today's one of those days. Team one by, yeah. Accidental one by. Stuck with a 34. Up. Lost the angle again. What is that thing doing? It's weirding me out that the Osmo has a mind of its own. Elon's out there, he tapped into my personal accounts and he's controlling my Osmo. Unbalanced, huh? What would unbalance a gimbal that balances itself? You know, it's not like you set up a DJI. You know, if it was a real gimbal, like a standalone gimbal, you have to balance those, but since this only holds the camera it comes with, I'll have to look up unbalanced pocket when I get back. See what I can do. Looks good like this, but I just realized I can't run the smallest cogs in the back because the derailleur's rubbing, so it started skipping when I shifted to them. So spin to win across the bridge. I usually use Strava to create my routes. I know Large, when we do some of our trips though, he uses Ride with GPS. Ride with GPS used to be way better. Strava caught up a lot. So yeah, then I sync it to the Wahoo app, and then that automatically syncs it to the computer. I'll usually have Google Maps open if I'm making a route somewhere I don't know though, because I like to be able to use Street View. See what the roads actually look like. Well, the camera is mounted off, but that's the point of a gimbal. It should be able to self-level. It is sideways, but it's supposed to keep the horizon level. It's been holding here for the last little while though, so. Like I said, sometimes I'm more worried about slipping on salt than I would be on ice. Take my turn slow this time of year through the early spring. Yeah, doesn't Commute a little weaker in these parts? Well, in the US, I don't think people have built out the routes as much because it's user supported, right? What's that?
See me down here.
Oh yeah. I was gonna bring this in because it's broke. A doggo. No Otis today? Oh. All right, need a new angle now. Don't know if we'll have connection inside here. We'll see. What's going on?
How's it going?
Good. Is this your doggo?
Yeah. He's our new old man.
Oh, nice.
He's trying to leave. What's going on with this?
The cable broke in the shifter.
Oh, the front.
Yeah.
Live streaming your ride.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on the internet, so.
Hey, everybody.
From right here, yeah. Trying this out, see if I can make it work. It's working so far.
Did you break a cable on the live stream just now?
No, no.
Okay.
I broke it.
Man, exciting.
Yeah. No, I actually broke that cable on Christmas Eve, but with the way the weather's been, I haven't touched that bike since then, so I haven't worried about it at all. Like, yeah, I'm not driving.
Make your choice, there's plenty in there if you were there.
What's this athletic
Sorry,
like?
sir, did you get fill out your waiver for the CULA? Oh. Pat, Pat.
See where my. I need to point this lower, huh?
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. And I'm less
You want a
afraid
cup?
of
It's a little weird in the can.
They make a bunch of different ones of these, right? They're different cookie flavors. Because Kat brought me some on New Year's, I think, and the box tells you what it is, but I don't think the can actually does.
So you just modal a pedal? Oh no, it's not a pedal.
It's a,
Mount?
yeah, you like that?
So are you live streaming?
Yeah. Yeah, so none of your usual racist shit. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, chat.
Would you like some anti-racist resources?
Dude, what is this a time trial bike?
It's an arrow road.
Huh.
It's a plastic spaceship.
It's 1x but a big ring?
No. It's 2 by. If it was a time trial,
Ah.
it would be 1x with a big ring.
Yeah.
Because
Like
that is
a s-
what all the time trial bikes are, is 1x a big ring.
A lot of them, don't they run like 60s and stuff now?
Live right now?
Yeah. But that was good information. You're on point.
No, it's got some sort of creaky headset deal.
Yeah. Weird canyon with a headset problem? Never heard that before.
It's the Nazis getting us back for reparations.
Will we see Otis at Cabda Midwest this year? What's that mean?
CABDA is Chicago Area Bicycle Dealers Association.
Is that the one you guys went to a few years ago?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going this year.
Large said no. Oh, Dara was on the trainer.
We had a trainer.
What's that?
Didn't know we had a trainer.
I didn't either because he rides outside so much. I should put up the wide angle attachment on this next time. So it's like more first person. I don't know how much it gets me, but this is the second time I broke the cable on this. Remember I broke it in Buffalo?
Yes, those shifters are pretty famous for it.
Really? It's the shifter? Because
It's Generation 105 shifter.
I always thought it was getting hung up somewhere, like because it starts to feel like it's hard to shift and then
No, that's because the strands are breaking off inside the shifter,
Ah.
binding everything up.
oh, and these aren't even the same shifters. These are actually Altegras, I think, aren't they? No,
Black, pretty sure it's 105. I'll take
Yeah.
it gray.
that's right. Pudgy sold me these when I broke.
No, these are Altegra.
Yeah, I broke the
I mean,
one.
this whole generation, 105 Altegra.
Yeah, yeah, the 105's broke, so I got
This
the
is
Alt.
10 speed, right?
This is 11 speed.
The 10 speeds are really bad, though.
Yeah.
Mainly because they didn't have a door. These have a door on the bottom you can take off. So you can actually clean
Oh.
the broken pieces of cable out.
So instead of fixing it, breaking cables, they just made it accessible to clean out the broken cables.
No, you just need to change your cables more.
Yeah,
It's just a wear item.
that's possible.
It's just, it's metal that gets wrapped around the cylinder and then it gets bent back straight and wrapped around like, you're bending and straightening it constantly.
Do you remember if we changed
I don't think you can say.
these when you changed? Is that what we did when you changed the bar tape? Oh, we put these bars on, and you put that blue bar tape on. Do you remember? I don't think we did change the cables or housings then, so they probably are a little old.
I could look.
Probably ought to change that rear.
Yeah, you know, wait till it breaks.
I mean, Dylan, we change his twice a year because he's broken so many of them.
Does Dylan have an orange fork on his Canyon, or is that someone else? I know we talked about
He
this.
has a non-matching fork. I don't know what color.
I passed.
Fork is the color of his old bike, which is like
Gray.
lightish blue.
Oh, have you seen Blue Canyon with orange fork guy?
You sure it's not the opposite? Because I think he has like a yellow canyon with a blue fork.
Yeah, I passed him real close the other day, and if it was Dylan, I think I would have recognized him. But I mean, it was dark.
He bundles up tight.
Yeah, could have been. This guy was bundled. I'm surprised he didn't recognize me though.
Did he have a Jack the Rack?
I don't think so.
Because then it wasn't Dylan.
Wasn't jacking it.
It wasn't Jack. He wasn't Jack.
Not jacking it then.
He wasn't Jack packing. Yeah, this is Dirty River. What's up, Brad?
Taking that hot fuel coin to the moon.
If I live stream every repair, do you think that is that a good trade for advertising?
Well, I might murder you.
Yeah. So I've never run the cable on this with these weird like cap things, because I've only dealt with the old 9-speed that were still pretty similar.
Right.
Oh, that's pretty freaking dirty in there.
Clean.
So that's just a clamping mechanism?
That right there is just the pinch bolt.
That's
Yeah.
the barrel adjuster and clamp all in one.
So there's a barrel adjuster. Oh, this right here.
That little screw pushes on the clamp and rotates it and effectively pulls more cable through.
So
It's gonna get a little mad.
yeah.
Cover your mic, it's gonna peak really bad.
So is that the limit screw in essence?
No, it's a barrel adjuster.
Oh. So where are the limit screws on this derailleur? Oh, there and here.
So see how this rotates?
Yeah.
So as you tighten this screw, it basically
Oh.
turns more cable. See, because if the cable's pinched under here, it's pulling more cable out as you tighten this.
So you're using that for your tension?
Your barrel adjuster.
Yeah.
Well, they try to tell people that these bikes didn't need barrel adjusters
Because you have that.
because you have that, but it doesn't fucking work. That's why your bike has a barrel adjuster.
We put an inline barrel adjuster anyways, right? Yeah. I guess it works if you know that. I never knew. So is this cap, this is just supposed to be keeping it clean then? Because they have moving parts in there now?
What keeps the tail of the cable
Oh, yeah, so it's not just,
in the breeze.
so it's not like all my other ones where it's just rubbing on stuff and fraying. Derailleur hanger's still hanging on. Not well. I don't think it's totally straight, but close enough. Can't remember. I haven't ridden since Christmas Eve, so. Did you guys see that Waterford, that Bike Jerks Jeff posted, the touring Waterford? That thing was sweet. The what?
These shifters combined with this bag are like giant pain in the ass. They like smash into it.
Yeah, you can tighten those pockets down.
Tighten your pockets down.
Trying to tighten my pockets down. Feel like we have a recession coming. Just buy a new bike.
Yeah, who's that guy that was supposed to fix this fucking thing?
Well, I never finished getting that
Never
process.
followed up.
Yeah, I mean, I told him that I wanted it done, and that he was like, "Yeah, like let's, send him a couple pictures of drop out." I found that if you grab it right here and pull out a little bit when it starts to that. That you're usually in good shape for that, I don't know, 150 more miles. Oh, is that what I sound like? What a nightmare. Yep, this is where the magic happens. Yonda's magic. Ooh, look at that. A brass color. I should have just not attached this for this portion. It would be easier to control it not on.
No, you gotta sell your ad space on your fucking jack straps or whatever those things are.
Oh, yeah.
Jorking it with your straps.
So is that cap just friction that goes on top? There's no attachment for
It
it.
like clicks in.
Yeah. So I could just pop that off to clean it sometimes then, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't usually need to clean under there.
Why does this look so fucked up?
Because I'm little, and you're not supposed to do that
Oh.
little. Because your bike has a gearing combination on it that doesn't work.
It works.
Technically.
I don't cross chain.
If you do, there are consequences.
Yeah. I know how to ride a 2x.
There are rules. This is not non.
I wish they didn't put out those new Renaers right after I bought this one.
The slick ones?
Yeah, I want those. For this bike?
Just wear this one out and then keep riding. That's what you do anyways.
I will.
Yeah, so there's literally no difference other than you get through the rest of winter with a
Yeah.
tire with some traction on it.
Yeah.
By
I
the
don't-
time you get to spring, you have the new Renaers tire.
Yeah.
Can't let the marketing goons get the best of you.
Remember when the last time these pedals were rebuilt?
We don't rebuild them.
They're not spinning too good anymore.
No, they're not
Yeah.
bad. I think I filled them full of grease before.
Do it any long.
like,
No, I didn't ride these on the Finger Lakes
that's pretty rough.
because I took the gunner.
That's pretty rough right there. A lot of play.
Does that one have a lot of play?
This one does. If you look at the seal.
Oh, yeah. This has been a while because it was when we did
that
the...
video that was you made a video about
Oh, yeah, I made it short.
pedals.
But it was when we went up, it was during the pandemic because we went up to Conneaut and it broke on the way back. The
So
pedal,
it's been a while.
The pedal on the side where my sciatica was hurting me is the one that broke. So I had to ride a century putting inward pressure with my bad leg on the cranks. It was brutal. I'm stuck at work on the ambulance? What does that mean? On the, is that a phrase?
Is he a firefighter?
Maybe. EMS?
Well, EMS is always on the ambulance. She's a firefighter paramedic, and he's stuck in the ambulance and doesn't want to be doing that.
What do you think about tomorrow? Chance of ice, that's the only thing I'm a little worried about. I hope it actually just snows beforehand so I could just ride the studded tires and not think about it. Like last week was a week that annoyed me because it's like, I don't need the studded tires, and then we get on the trails, and I don't even know if they would have helped there anyways, but.
I put together a route that's like all back roads. So.
As long as we don't get like freezing rain, yeah.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
See ya.
Hope you find your dad. To hop in the frog.
Oh, nice. Friday, if you're interested, I'm gonna go to Jilly's for Van sailing, some yacht rock. It's Wes's baby's mama's husband's band, but the singer is James Hardy. So me and Otis were actually riding down Main Street. Do you remember this? Did I tell you this? Like, oh, this is however many years ago. And we go by the night stage and we look inside and we see like some of our friends like Wes and Sarah. They're like, come in. And then it was E-Wags who was working the door. And he was like, just go in. And me and Otis are standing in the back and we're watching, and I know Sarah's husband. Like, okay, he's on guitar, he's playing. And then we're like, that singer looks just like James Hardy. And then we're like, me and Otis are like, no, it's not. He's a councilman. And at the time he was in the administration.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so we're like, yeah. So we're like, nah, it can't be. And then everyone goes over to Lockview after we walk in and he's sitting there. And I was like, you are the singer of this band. That's, yeah, so.
I was thinking Tom Hardy for
Oh.
some reason.
Tom Hardy.
It's like
That name just,
an actor.
yeah, that name just came up somewhere.
What's Tom Hardy in chat?
Yeah, what's Tom Hardy's movie, chat?
Mom. Not to be confused with Tom Arnold.
What's the gold frame on the wall in the first room? Storm Chaser? Well, over here there's a gold Bello Orange. What is the name of the rando bike? This,
Oh, no, was that?
is this just called a rando?
Yeah.
Bike's beautiful if you see it in person. You're right, it is a Storm Chaser. Hell yeah.
$1,500.
What else do we got? Yeah, these are sweet. Is this bike sold, or are you guys just building it to sell it?
No, that's.
Jake John Duarte.
Oh, that's right, I knew that.
We made him a weird trainer bike, and he's like, I don't want just a trainer bike. I want a cool bike. That can go on.
Oh, yeah, that's a trainer bike.
He's putting this on a trainer?
Back tire.
No,
Oh.
but he wanted the bike he wanted, but could also go on the trainer.
Ah. All the Bello Orange bits too.
Did you get
cranks.
a friend over to fix your drop out?
I told Yonda if you just grab the derailleur and slightly pull it towards yourself when it's off a little, it'll get it back in line.
See if that guy from Little did it.
Is this the Bridgestone?
Yeah, over in Temple.
if you remember, we were trying to figure out which Bridgestone this was on the stream. Ben stripped it down and he's going to rebuild it.
Yeah, but these have significant silver salt.
The conversation, I was like, I know him and he knows me and he has known it this whole time. Brent was like, I want to get some for my fat bike.
All right, we're back. Yeah, I don't know why we lost it. I mean, we had it going all the way in the back and then it broke. And now it looks like we're back.
broccoli's all over it. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm into bandanas now.
Yeah.
And the other ones kind of looks like tomato slices.
Maybe I should get the bandanas. I don't know.
I told you that's my thing. We already have matching bikes. This is weird.
Oh God, no, that would be
Yeah.
a step too
Me,
far
him,
there.
and Rose.
It's true.
3.
What would happen is these two would bond together. That's what this app does. Terry rides with, have you seen it, 4 phones now?
When I'm not wearing these, I'm
Yeah, it'd be cool to try it. Oh, we're back.
Those are pretty significant.
You remind me of
As far as
Yeah.
that goes, so when you switch back to like your bands and whatnot, you might find it to be
We back on, guys?
we're aiming for 67 centimeters. How you are set up now.
Why won't this charge?
Lowered it about yay much. Try that out for a little while.
And you went on the,
Yeah, for these. So yeah, you do try it out with your energy.
too bad.
Be so slow. Make part tires work. My body is
I'm
tired.
not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this cheats.
Because I will go and I will measure my
Fences are back.
trainer and see what I.
I was for a second.
Oh, you want to go live with Slaw? Pretty sure chain is, so it's a super gritty crank. You and Slaw were, when I was broken on the couch, were my most frequent creepers going in front of
Oh, yeah.
my window on my bed rest.
I gave you a ding yesterday. Nothing heard.
I was probably asleep. No, actually, yeah, I was doing other things, but yeah,
Since you're used to already riding pretty high.
that's good.
Yeah, give you a little entertainment.
Yeah.
Because, oh yeah, we were doing, me and Aaron were doing the Festive 500 then, so we were riding by all the
Yeah,
time.
that was the most you've ever ridden by my house.
Yeah.
You ride by all the time.
Do you go by that often?
I think part of it
Usually anytime I'm coming back from Akron, I'll cut down hybrids.
But a Hi Ho just
I mean, it
messaged me, they wanna do more bike stuff.
Hi-Ho does? Oh, cool.
Probably at the end.
Yeah, because they talked about that early on, but they did mostly hiking stuff then, so, yeah.
Well, the shop next door is more kayaks and hiking.
Yeah.
So, that'd be fun.
Have you gone to that Boss Chicken place yet?
I have, it's so good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's too loud for me.
they were super nice. We sat at the bar, so you have to be in the mood to converse. Like they like talked the whole time, and we were like in that kind of mood, so it was fun. But it's not the place you want to go if you're just trying to have a beer and dinner and like mind your own business.
Their vegan menu, everything,
Yeah.
the vegan menu is extensive. They
I actually
change
took-
also seasonally for like the
Oh,
seasons
really?
and stuff.
I actually took a photo of that and sent it to my friend Dylan in Columbus because every time he comes up, I try and take him places for vegan food. But he's used to those awesome options they have everywhere in Columbus, and he's like,
This is all we have now.
yeah,
Melt used to have
yeah.
nice stuff.
Mustard seed. Now every time he's here, we just go to mustard seed.
Prairie River
Yeah.
Bicycle Works is while we're here instead of Boss Chicken.
Well, tell us.
You're home for
Sell us.
all the best
Yeah.
service
Yeah.
and venture parts and winter cycling gear.
Oh yeah, winter cycling gear.
Yeah. Big budget, low budget, we are warm as shit and willing to shred in the winter.
Bells.
Ollie,
All your bells needs.
but he's a weenie.
Oh. Not that one though.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's on the wrist.
There we go.
That's why we have the bell display.
Jeff, do you want done now?
Um,
We have the capacity.
actually, yeah. Why not?
What are we doing?
Fixing the change. We have the capacity to service your bicycles on the spot during
Yeah.
this cold February morning.
They did see that the stream actually held up when they fixed this in the back.
Is the live stream working?
Yeah, it's back.
Oh, okay, so you are really
Yeah.
selling it.
I'll just put a pin on it.
Is that looking pretty?
You got any tuna boats?
It looks fine, but I'm saying it's measuring so long.
What?
They asked if you had any tuna boats.
Tuna boats?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna do the boom, boom, boom.
I have a video suggestion for you.
All right.
You have mentioned of your inside bicycle cleaning station, but what about for the people who do not have such a thing? And it is winter, and their bikes are all salty.
That's see, I don't have.
Oh, and I know, but you need to problem solve. If you're gonna have a channel, these are problems you have to deal with.
You warm water in a bucket and walk out and just heave it at your butt
Yeah.
to get the
The
salt
warmer the
off.
water, the more likely it is, the faster it freezes.
Yeah, but you gotta get the salt off and then
And
Are
then
you
my-
gonna leave
and
your
then-
bike outside?
Well, it lives in the garage. And I mean, I have a garage. Other people have apartments. Where are they doing any of this?
These are great questions. That's why they take it in the shower.
Have you seen Ryan?
There are people who take them in the shower. Yeah.
What, a stand-up
He had to
shower?
call, he had to call a
Ah.
super. Yeah, oh no, yeah, stand-up shower. Yeah, Ryan had to call a super because he had so much toe peth.
His super. I haven't. What is this? The 1970s? Jeez. Anyways,
Apartment?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I read a book. That's where they are.
You ever been to New York City?
I have. Yeah. Who says that in Akron? Anyways.
Yeah, because he had so much toe path stuff. He took his bike in the shower vertically, rinsed it off, and then it clogged.
Clogged his drain.
That's next level.
When I changed my tires, I did take
That's the only thing I'm
the back wheel into the basement. Scrubbed it in the sink in my pajamas, so they're now covered in grease. I rubbed them with Dawn last night, but I think that she has it.
No, people really do the shower thing, not just him. Like a lot of people do that, and they're like, because all those memes about like people's partners, like the one's a cyclist and the others, and it's like you got that bike in the shower again.
Probably, I mean, it's damaging, but it's probably less damaging than anyone with long hair. Because I had
Oh yeah.
snake a foot long dog out of
What if you got a foot long of rocks?
the, yeah. Hair,
That-
maybe the hair will get the rocks out.
Sounds patriarchy at work.
Yeah.
With your bike, not be alone with a bike.
Shave your head,
No,
shower
no,
with your
no
bike.
long-haired freaky people.
Fight the fight. Don't man get you down.
Has anyone been on the towpath? Is it a soupy mess?
That's where I came from.
Is it a mess?
It was, I
Maybe a
came
super
from
bus for a week.
Wilvis intentionally.
Huh.
I did not.
Dude, I thought the
was a little mud pit.
I thought the same for the fruit trail on, yeah, it was yesterday. Pretty
South of,
melted, there was at least a
this
spot,
house.
the top between that.
Was there?
Yeah.
And it's
There's too many spots that were totally.
the bend coming down the big hill here. That was still ice. That's the only ice that I saw left. So.
I tried to ride the Freedom yesterday, but they had it closed
You
because
watched your video today. Well, it let you work.
yeah, they're finishing the Route 8 bridge, so I couldn't get on there.
Well, it also, as I said, does not look that nice.
No, yeah.
Because I was thinking about riding out Saturday. Well, but also you
No, I'm
weren't.
not. I have oil
Yeah.
balm I've been putting in. This side wants to go up and do the curl. This side wants to go down or just go into the beard. The other day I intentionally stopped it so they were both doing that. Nope, still every fucking head.
So is this your Tuesday?
No, I'm still going to do a regular stream tonight, probably. I wanted to test out this little,
Did you go live every Tuesday?
yeah, at 8 in the winter, yeah. But that's just like sitting there talking bikes to people. So this is trying the, in IRL, as the kids say.
I put it on when I'm at work.
Did people watching the stream
But-
hear you breathing hard?
But I'm watching it on double speed.
Yeah. And then if I drink too much, you put it on triple speed.
No, double 1.5 is key, is peak. 2 is depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
I shall head back out.
Same. Get home before it gets too dark. Well, it's only 4.
Lunchtime was so nice.
Yesterday was great, except that you couldn't ride the trails. But
Yesterday I just did a little bit on the paved part.
yeah. Yeah, I actually hit some streets I'd never been on yesterday. Randomly, just cruising.
Is it beautiful?
Went to Horrible, Nervous Dog. I ordered a flat white and they asked me what size. I was like, what do you mean what size? That's not how espresso drinks are made.
I didn't need that context. I do not drink coffee
Oh,
or know anything about it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, that is weird.
oh yeah. If you order like a macchiato, they just give you a macchiato. Like they don't like, it's not like, yeah.
I drink tea. I say,
Hmm.
big style, baby. But actually, I can't. I only drink it at work excessively.
Hmm.
Riding up the gross and grinding stone down there.
All right.
All right.
I shall go. I shall see you.
Get the door.
Thank you.
Yep, if I don't, are you planning to Yeti this week?
Yeah.
All right. If I, for some reason, don't do that, then I'll make sure I just send it.
That's fine. You also know where I work.
That's true.
You know a lot about me. All right.
See ya.
Bye.
See you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Shorter than bandana. I thought I'd see her Sunday, but then I just didn't feel like getting up and going out.
Yes, that was me also. It's like 9:45 and I'm just still laying in bed. Not happening today.
Yeah. Then I'm like, well, I'll try and hit the bar, and then she just told me she didn't go to the after party anyway, so now I don't feel. Well, it started raining later. That's right.
It did, yeah. It was
Yeah.
like, by the time I actually got out of bed and got the motivation to go ride, it was absolutely disgusting outside. Decided against it. Saw everybody leaving though, because I ended up going to Sweet Mary's, and when I was parking at Sweet Mary's, I saw everybody going back down Main Street from Mystic Falls.
I was half on the fence of going there right now. And I need to either grocery shop or buy dinner. I don't have anything. I made pasta and I made a pasta broccoli yesterday. It's like, what do I have left here? Frozen broccoli and pasta.
I
So,
did one of those the other day. I had like half a box of penne, some frozen peas, and like some bacon left over. And like, cool, that, a little bit of parm and some cream. Good to
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I didn't have any cheese, so I had to use a lot of butter.
I keep my cheese drawer hella stocked, but I was out this past week, so I got all my charcuterie again. I do miss bringing home really good cheese from the farmer's rail every day. It's great when I work there.
Oh, you work at Farmer's Rail?
Yeah. For an espresso drink, a double, That's the only size I've ever been asked, single or double. Like, oh, do you want a double? Like, I've never heard anyone be like,
Small, medium, large.
well, because, yeah, I was like, flat white, and they're like, what size? And I was like, oh, you do it in like medium and large and stuff? And he's like, he points to like the coffee cup selection, and I was like, 16 ounce? Aaron was like, isn't that so much milk? I'm like, yeah, I panicked.
That is a lot of milk. That's just a cup of milk.
Yeah. And I had one of their pastries that I realized I got last time I rode that way. So cloyingly sweet. It was like a nervous dog.
Oh, gotcha.
Not exactly known for,
Yeah.
definitely more of a Starbucks style coffee shop, but.
I don't like when pastries are overly sweet.
No, it was gross.
It should actually be balanced.
Yeah, it was gross. Yeah, I think I ordered the same exact one both times. Like the last time I was riding and I was in that part of town, I'm like, I'll get something. And then the second I bit into it, I'm like, damn it, this is what I got last time and it was gross. So. Is there any good coffee shops on the west side? Not really, right? That's pretty much the only.
I don't like Income Falls, and I don't really like nervous dogs, so.
Yeah.
I like Income Falls in 5.
What's that?
Oh, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Portal West, but that's down at that.
Yeah, it's kind of a different direction. Yeah. Because people say Portal West is decent, right?
I like Portal West.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably tied with ACR for my favorite coffee. I've actually never been there. I like it. They do really good roasts in house, and then the drinks are really good.
Yeah, Erin went there and she liked it, so if Erin liked it, she's the resident coffee snob, so.
It's a cool little location because they're like down. I don't know what you would call that level. It's like not quite a basement. There's like an atrium you walk into.
Oh, it's like, yeah, I remember that.
You got a patio and stuff too, right?
All right, get riding.
Fuck it, we won't lie.
All right, what time is it? Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Say goodbye to these guys. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. All right, see you tomorrow.
Three big bands. See you. Real well.
Did that backwards. Ah. It's snowing a little bit. Yeah. Dirty river. Ooh, it's chilly. Is my helmet strapped? It is. Oh man, touring on 23s. Also, thanks for your channel membership. I saw that earlier today. I appreciate it. I cannot do that off the top of my head. At some point, their aluminum frames switched into being in the thousands, though, right? I don't think they made this triple-digit ones in aluminum after some point, but I don't know. Or is that just the mountain bikes are in the thousands? Because my 4900 is aluminum. My 520 is steel, but I think they did make aluminum road bikes. And Trek also kept their numbers around for a long time, and they change over time, so I think the year would matter as well. But Ooh, that's a cold wind. Hey. That dude, I've talked to him a number of times. He rides the towpath almost every day. He has a Soma Wolverine, I believe. No, his is the, it's not, it's a New Albion, but it's the whatever New Albion's version of the Wolverine is. They're almost the same, I believe. Cool bike. I like it a lot. Oh, there is still some ice out here. Yeah, I know, Nate. One day of mid-40s and I'm spoiled because, you know, earlier this winter it's been so cold that 30 degrees was feeling warm. I also left too many layers on in the bike shop, which isn't a good move, so it's too toasty in there. Should we go to Missing Falls and get something to eat? I could probably keep streaming there. I don't know what the connection would be. Or do I go home and make some like buttery noodles? Let's try it. Should I call Erin? Would she be ready for dinner by now? Look at this. Yeah, if you guys saw the last video, last night I was reading even more this book about the geology, geography, and layout of Akron has been really, really cool. So now as I'm even riding up this hill, I'm thinking of all these little details I know about its history. Yeah, or like the main streets that go through downtown, Main Street, High, and Broadway have this big bend in them. And it's because there were two early Akrons. The original Akron in the south, and then a separate North Akron. The land in the middle was called the Gore. And the guy who owned it ended up donating it for all the government buildings. So now that all the streets are connected, there's this weird bend because it was two different towns. But all kinds of little nerdy stuff like that you probably only care about your own town, but it's fun to read. New Albion guy says the same thing about the Raleigh guy. I actually don't know how you pronounce his last name, but when his bike's been in the shop, it reads like Scary Otis, which we always think is funny because Otis, so. Oh, we lost the connection. Oh, we're back. Yeah, it'd be cool. Large said he has an AT&T phone. If I got that turned down and bonded. I think Verizon and AT&T would be the two strongest signals in the Akron area. Oh, Terry B's in here. What's up? Did I get the cam up? Yeah. Are you in San Francisco, Terry? I missed the stream yesterday. I was out riding too. So I thought I saw the title. Are you in transit? Yeah, brought to you by Moblin. Learn by watching your stream. My Pocket 3 just disconnected, so probably going to be some wind noise. I don't have a mic cover on the iPhone. It's my chat phone. I look forward. If you're making any San Francisco content, I look forward to it because I didn't get to hear if you were working or going there for fun. Well, I guess fun is working too now, right? The Pocket's battery didn't die, so. Can I set this even wider so it's better? Yeah, it already is the widest, I think. Yeah, we do. I don't know if I can point this phone up enough right now to get you guys a view or not. Let's see. Nah, that's a pretty tight handlebar shot. Terry arrived and broke everything. Oh, it says it connected. Let's see. Oh, connecting. Connecting, not connected. Let's test it. Nope. When I was streaming with the Pocket 3, I didn't have any issues, but I guess it is colder today. Face cam, yeah, that's all I got. That's the only option. I don't think I'll be able to get the Pocket 3 to reconnect. It's the only way I ever do that is by like shutting everything down and starting everything over. I have to do it like to get the Pocket to work. Usually takes me like shutting off the hotspot, close Moblin, turn off the Osmo, try it all again, and then it'll start working. But once it works, it's usually pretty solid. Yeah. Aaron has an older Pixel, but the battery was bulging, so I wouldn't be able to charge it if I wasn't watching it. So, I mean, on the bars of my bike I wouldn't care, but at my house or at the studio I wouldn't want to mess with that thing. Yeah, iPhone hotspot, yeah. And I did turn off maximize compatibility like you told me, which is how it's worked, because it didn't work the first time. And since I did that, it's worked till right now, of course. Ooh, some ice. No idea if I'll have connection in this brewery. We'll check it out. They have kind of a not outdoor, but an out little space. We'll check it out. Oh, it's working. Yeah. I thought it was going to be broke. I was putting my gloves back on to leave. Let's see if I could. Ah, we got the pocket back. I'm just not sure if we're going to have enough connection in here for me to grab a beer. What's up, Bull? Well, let's check it out. We'll take this over to the table I'd be sitting at.
hours until 9. Not a problem. Thank you. Bye. Oh, I love when that's all it is.
What?
Easy question. What's your hours tonight?
Yeah.
Usually it's something worse.
He didn't know that you guys have a website.
Yeah, right. Dude, my favorite is like people have called us asking our address or called us asking shit like that. I'm like, how the fuck did you find our number? Like, did not just
You didn't see
right below it? Maybe?
Yeah, if you went and got the number, you were so close. You were so close. Yeah.
Book or something?
Yeah.
Like, you get it from a friend? Like,
All right, can I do a Brutus and a? I'll do 2 tenders with white barbecue.
yeah, they just come by the 3 if that's okay.
Oh yeah, it was 3 or 5. Yeah. It's my new rig to record the rides. Yeah. Yeah, you keep it open.
Yeah, for sure. Fries okay with the tenders too? They come with it.
Yeah.
All right, man, we'll get those right out.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be right with you. Missing Falls Brewery.
Let's go sit by the window. Hopefully have chat that way. I need a chair with a back. I'm an old man. And I will switch to a different view. Let me know if you could hear me over the music, because now we're not on the wireless mic here. So I should take this chance to charge the Pocket. Does it tell me the battery on the Pocket on here? I think it does. Matt, was it pretty horrible when I was riding with the face cam? I bet it was, yeah. I think you can Bluetooth the DJI mic to the iPhone too, can't you? I read about that early on, but I can't remember. What's up, Clunky? What's up, Lee? Touring, I've never tried the reusable hand warmers. I do have a pair of electronic gloves that a brand sent me years ago, and they sent them to me at the end of the season, and I never got the chance to try them out. But no, I've used chemical hand warmers. I've never used the reusable ones. Are there video and audio sync issues? Yeah. I have no idea how to correct for that with the iPhone. I got a Brutus, by the way, so this is their stout from Missing Falls. Really good. For anyone who wasn't watching before, now you can see how I have the Pocket mounted. Is it getting audio from the Pocket? I wouldn't think so, because I switched the scene to front camera. Is there a way to make it do that though? To get the audio from the Pocket even though the camera is coming from the phone? That's another good thing to look up. I don't know. Can I edit the scenes when I'm live? Let's see, so front camera. That doesn't show any options in there for where the audio is coming from. Unless that's somewhere else. Audio. I see audio under stream. It's just the bit rate. Yeah, I don't see an option to select where the audio is coming from. Audio. Oh, there is stuff, but it's prefer stereo mic, output channel 1, output channel 2, Bluetooth output only. Oh, it's for Bluetooth speakers, not for what we're doing here. Yeah, it's a Terry question. You know what? Even if it looks weird because you're getting a delay, it's probably way better if you're getting the audio from the mic. But I don't think so, because if you heard a bunch of wind noise when I switched to the face camera, that would have been the audio from the phone, and we're on the same way now. I could unattach the pocket and put it on the table, then I know we'd have that audio, but if it sounds good enough, it's probably just a little jarring to see it be off, I guess. Do you guys want to see this place a little bit? It's kind of a cool thing because this is a brewery, but it has a little bit of a sports bar vibe, which to some people may not seem cool, but for me, when my family wants to go watch like a game or something, I could convince them to come here. And then, as some of you guys know, there's 4 owners here, and one of the owners is a big cyclist that we ride with all the time, Kenny. He was actually in the chat early on, so I don't know if he's working. He works in the back. He manages a lot of the brewing equipment and the grains and all that kind of stuff. What I was going to say is they have this kind of space out the doors there too, where you could hang out, kind of an overflow place. And I figured if I could get signal out here, I would try that. So this is part of the former BF Goodrich factory, which, as I said in the last stream, was originally was the biggest rubber factory in the world. And they're the earliest. This is the first major rubber company. Goodrich invented a lot of the products early on, before Goodyear, before Firestone. So I think they actually sold. I think their first major product was rubber galoshes. So. Yeah, why don't we? Oh, I don't have a tripod for the Pocket. I bet I could clip the Pocket onto this little bar thing, though. Here, let's try that. That'll be cool. So they have these little things with the menus right behind you, chat. And since this has a clip, yeah, let's try this. There we go. Let me know if that makes the sync issues go away. So now I should get at least the mic will be closer to me with all the loud music. Nate the Great, this is where the after party will be for the Otis Roubaix. I'm not sure if we'll come here the day before when we do my meetup ride. last year we went out to Madcap in Kent, another place with a lot of room. Actually, when we do the after party for the Otis Roubaix, that will be down the hall. They have a second place behind all the brewing equipment, the way I was just pointing the cell phone. So, I wonder why the iPhone audio wouldn't be synced, but a wireless camera's audio stays synced. Interesting. Oh yeah, bouncing bike life. I'm all about the small businesses, and like I said, this is one of my friends' spots. So I can't believe, like as Terry said, all thanks to Moblin. I never thought I'd be live streaming like this, because when I saw his complex setup back in the day and what all that cost, I was like, I can't afford that to do little streams for the heck of it once in a while. So yeah, Nate, if you come for both days, we'll definitely be here. I haven't made the plan for what we're gonna do for the ride on Saturday yet. I'm gonna should get a battery onto the Pocket. Shoot, I left it on the bike. Why is it not showing me its battery life? Yeah, it's like half. How's it going, Bill? Let me, you guys, I'll let you watch the bar for a minute. I'm gonna go grab a battery from my bike. Don't let anyone steal you. Actually, I could point the camera where I'm walking. I keep forgetting I got a gimbal, right? Oh, right there, yep. The Pocket does pretty good for knowing I'm backlit. I would usually never backlight myself like this if I was doing a conference call or something. But yeah, this is a Bill. This is a I think it's actually a porter. It's not a stout, right? Free battery. Be right back. There we go. Now we're charging. Yeah, so we got some chicken tendies. They do a white barbecue sauce here, which is so good. Also, if you guys leave the stream right now, I don't blame you, because I'm one of those people that cannot listen to other people eat. Maybe I should move the mic a little bit so it's not right by my mouth. Yeah, we'll set the wireless mic down here. Let me know if that's, I don't know. John, what's up? Is that guy looking at my shit? Ask me some questions, chat. What do you guys want to know? What's up, Lee? Yardbird's good. The Yardbirds are good, especially Eric Clapton era Yardbirds. 5 Live Yardbirds is one of my favorite records. What's up, Pudgy? Did you just get home from work? No, you don't work that late, right? You work early. As long as I don't chew with my mouth open, that's why I'm covering it. Yeah. Oh, Nate, you sent me fan mail? Nice. Yeah, I wonder what temperature it is now, if it's dropped at all. It's got real gray around here. Hey, what's up, Donald? You guys hit 71 in Cincy? Geez, we hit 48 maybe, and today it's 30. Well, it said real feel 35 when I left. Oh, how many miles am I in? I forgot to start it. Not very far. I'm less than 10 miles, just knowing where I rode. It's 3.5 miles to Dirty River. I almost never forget to start my Strava. It's the fact that I was doing all this stuff is why I forgot it. But yeah, so I'm probably only 5 miles in, so this is not a very far ride. The goal was to get my bike fixed. So I accomplished that, and then I got hungry. I've never been to Hicksville, Jeremy. The question about the OTET, most of the OTET you don't need GPS, but there's a couple spots. Me and Aaron were just talking about this because we went down to IKEA in Columbus. I didn't hit anyone up, Pudgy, even Dylan, Pudgy or Dylan, because we were like quick in and out. But outside Westerville is really confusing. I would put, if you have a bike computer, I would load it. But like Amish country, there's signs everywhere, even when you're on the roads. Outside Columbus, the little road sections, there's signs everywhere. But there's a couple sections that the signs go away. So, like up here, you don't need it because you're just riding the towpath all the way to Cleveland through the Cuyahoga Valley. Always blaming chat, typical streamer. I think I looked up Hicksville once because did you bring it up before? But I can't remember where it is now. Beatles or Stones? The Stones probably have some of my favorite songs ever, but the Beatles were a way more consistent band. The Beatles have more good songs overall than the Stones. Like almost every single Beatles record has no filler. There's some Stone records with a lot of bullshit. Is it going to be yeah, I'm still planning to stream tonight because I still think Dave's planning to come over. So yeah. Yeah, in actual, some people, Nate, complain about the OTET route through Columbus, but I've never had a problem with it. Like I said, 13th floor elevator, then Velvet Underground, then the Yardbirds, then the Stones, then the Beatles. I would probably go Velvet Underground. Man, it's so hard to compare the Velvet Underground to the Stones or the Beatles. Two different kinds of things, but I love the Velvet Underground. I mean, 13th Floor Elevator has a few good songs, but they don't have like, I mean, what, the Beatles have 8 amazing records. So Velvet Underground has one amazing record, then a bunch of great songs. So I would also say it depends on my mood. Someday I'm listening to the album Hard Day's Night with songs like I Should Have Known Better and Tell Me Why. And my hot take would be the best album of the 60s is My Generation by The Who. So, but I'm not a huge fan of other Who stuff. I don't care about the 70s Who stuff. I think it's trash. But I've actually never listened to The Dead. One of my favorite things to say to piss off a Deadhead is Touch of Grey is my favorite Dead song. I know their first couple albums would probably be something I would like, but as far as like the extended jam sessions from later on, I wouldn't care about. Edgar Winter. Yeah, I don't know, John. I mean, most of the music I listen to is from I listen to music from all over, but my favorite music is from way before my time. So, I'm born in '78. You think the US versions are better? I don't know, because we early on couldn't get the UK versions, and then when they put out the CDs, they only, I don't know if you guys, here's some nerdery. When the Beatles put out their catalog on CD, they only put out the UK version. So when we would collect vinyl, me and my friends would have like US versions of Beatles records, but all our CDs were the UK versions. I actually came to like the UK versions better, thinking like this is actually how it's intended. Well, not thinking that was how the music was intended. It's how the band put the records together. And Hard Day's Night, half of Hard Day's Night is the music soundtrack. That's not the Beatles songs. It's like the strings, the George Martin stuff. Interesting to hear, but you know, you're losing half the songs from Hard Day's Night. So, you know. But I do like the US version of Rubber Soul a lot because you get Nowhere Man on there, which was just a single in the UK, and I think it's one of the best Beatles songs. And then on Revolver, the US version I think had Rain, and it had one other single song. The Taxman's on Revolver in the US, but not the UK. My 23-year-old to 28-year-old self would be mad that I no longer remember this stuff, because before bikes and cameras, music was my entire life. So John, you're 62, yep. So if I love 60s music, but I mean, I grew up, my parents are boomers, so grew up with like the oldies station on and hearing the Supremes and Motown and the British bands that I love. And even some of that American garage rock, like, you know, 13th Floor and stuff like that. But the stuff that got me back into it when I was really into music was listening to bands like The Clash and The Jam and all the 70s punk bands that were heavily influenced by the 60s rock and roll, and taking that stuff and punking it up. So, but yeah, if I had to say, like, I don't like naming favorites because I have, like I said before, so many moods and whatever you're in the mood for, but 70s British punk would probably be my favorite genre if I had to name one. That's right, Pudgy. I have been able to calm down about it. Like, I remember sitting outside a friend's house. There were like 4 or 5 of us and some girlfriends around, and I looked at my one friend, his girlfriend, who's also a friend of mine, and I said, "Do we ever talk about anything besides music?" And she goes, "Never, you know, never." So I'm definitely, you know, now I talk about bikes and cameras and music. So. My favorite Clash track is probably White Man and Hammersmith Palace. Again, that would be a mood thing, but on many days of my life, I would also say White Man and Hammersmith Palace is the greatest song ever written. And one of my buddies sent me the quote on Trump's inauguration day: "If Adolf Hitler flew in today, they would send a limousine anyway." And it's pretty sad that songs from 1978 are still completely relevant. Yeah, the white barbecue sauce goes good with my freedom fries. Yeah, I was in a band, Nate, through all my late teens and 20s. I guess we probably stopped playing in 2008 or 2009. But if you watch, Nate, if you look at the video I put of Riding in New York, all the music in that is my band's music. So, and I used the song we actually put out on a 45. It's the only time I've ever used that song in one of our videos. So. But yeah, I'm proud of the stuff we did. I like it a lot. Our guitar player, songwriter is incredible. Most of it sounds like a punked up version of the songs on My Generation by The Who. So. Yeah, Clunky, the Earthquaker Devices guitar pedals, and not as much quite anymore, but when Jamie started that company, every single person who worked there is someone that our bands used to play together. They're all musicians. So I just posted some photos to Instagram and Blue Sky of a couple of the people that used to work at Earthquaker that were playing the sets, and like everyone in the crowd is people that like used to work there. So it was a total musicians music company. Oh, John, you picked up an Action 5. Nice. Yeah, I'm a GoPro guy. I picked up the Pocket 3 because of the gimbal, but now, like, you know, like Terry and other people, because the streaming, the DJIs work better for streaming. So I'm still a GoPro dude for making my videos, but a little catch up here. Our band was called The Strange Division. We couldn't come up with a name, and Strange Division was a line in one of our first songs, so I suggested it, and it just stuck because we failed to come up with something else. We liked all the one-word names, and then when that garage rock thing happened, like with the Strokes and everything, then we didn't want to have a name like that, so. Do I get royalties from it? No, because I'm not on the songwriting credits, even if they were set up for publishing, which apparently they're not, because I didn't get any copyright strikes for using our song. So Pete, the guitar player, songwriter, never copyrighted anything. Our original drummer had us seal our songs and lyrics and a cassette and mail it to ourselves, and he told us, we were 19 at the time, we didn't know any better, and maybe it's true, don't open it, and if anyone steals your music, that would hold up in court, because it would have a, what do you call it, where they mark the postage? I can't think of that. Anyways, that would date it, and that would be from the government, and it would be official, and you can use that. I don't know if that was true, if that's still true. No. It obviously doesn't work for YouTube, though. So. What's up, Rock Eastwood? I rode to the bike shop and then over here for dinner. Nothing to do with Joy Division balancing bike life, which when we discovered Joy Division, which would have been a little later, made us like the name way less. Not that I do like Joy Division and I like New Order, but we probably never would have picked the name if we knew there was a band with such a similar sounding name. But we were so into punk, like, they're more like, I don't know, their whole inventing goth, new wave vibe wasn't something we knew about at the time. Discovered a little bit later. Postmark, that's what it's called. A mashup between Joy Division and Strangers with Candy. I've never been like a big grunge fan, and I think the problem that's when we discovered punk rock. I had like Nirvana's second record, because their first one was Bleach. I was in 7th grade when I would have been in like 6th grade when Bleach came out probably, but I remember when I was like in 8th grade or freshman in high school, I listened to Pearl Jam's first record and Nirvana's first record, and then our older skater friends handed us a Descendants Summary, their collection record, LA punk band. After we heard that, I pretty much never listened to any 90s like mainstream music, so I'm not as big of a fan of like the 90s grunge stuff, the minor chord type flannel thing, just because we got into Operation Ivy, and that led us to the Clash and Pistols and all that stuff, so totally different vibes. Just oh, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. I just bought my beer. Let me know if you guys got the audio from the super chat. I obviously don't have a Bluetooth speaker on me. Well, not obviously, I just don't. I haven't figured all that out yet. I will later. But I left the mic on at the computer at home hoping that it would play out loud and pick it up on the mic. I know the animations will still work, but I have to add the sound alerts. So. At least we both avoided hair metal, yeah. I was young enough for early hair metal that it was just music I heard on the radio, right? So when it comes to Poison or some of that stuff, I mean, I could say I listened to and liked those songs, but just as any, I don't know, maybe some of you guys were 5th and 4th graders who had taste in music. I was a 5th and 4th grader who listened to Amy Grant and Paul Abdul and hair metal and whatever played on the top 40 radio, right? Whatever was on when me and my dad were running errands to the dry cleaners and stuff in the suburbs, and you know. Oh yeah, the Subhumans. It's funny, there's someone who kind of slipped through the cracks for me, Rock E, and then the first time I knew who they were and I had heard them here and there. And all the old punks had Subhumans patches on their jackets. I don't know why I never bought any of their records. And of course, this is before streaming, so you had to make the investment. But when I first really hurt my back and I couldn't even get out of bed, Brad, Funny Brad, as some of you guys know him, came over and we ate some edibles and I laid there and we would listen to the Subhumans and I was like, hell yeah. So now I know the Subhumans, but I didn't in the era when I really should have. Oh, I lost audio. Did I lose audio? Hello. I'm still seeing audio. Did I come back? Let me know if we're back. It's still showing it's got audio. Excuse me. Oh, audio's good. Oh, no audio for the alert. I asked you guys that question, and then that's how quick I forget. Just like all my streams, you know, you guys are used to that. Yeah. Oh, you add a widget in Stream Elements. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking it would play out loud on my MacBook, and that the mics on the MacBook would pick it up. Maybe I forgot to turn the mic up before I left. There's a lot going on trying to get out the door, you know. Yeah, you're right, Dimitri. That's always one of my weaknesses. Like I said, that's what makes like other people good live streamers that I'm not. Like, I watch them still be able to like call back whatever stuff came up earlier, and I am not good at that. Even sitting at home, as you guys have probably noticed. No, you add a widget in Moblin, you stream out Elements URL for alerts. Ah, gotcha. Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah, I need to do that. Well, this is how all streams go. You start off and you keep adding stuff, right? Keep figuring more and more out. Do you think anyone's like side-eyeing me in this brewery and thinks I'm totally insane? I always, when I watch Terry streams when he was like solo in a restaurant or a bar, I'm like, I don't think I could ever do that. But when you start doing it, it's fine. You don't care, actually. And I know people here. As you probably saw when I ordered my beer, I knew the bartender, Ethan. He's a mountain biker, too. Yeah, I know everyone here. I mean, everyone who works here. There's not any random customers in here I know right now, though. You can add the widget to your different scenes. Got it. Yeah, I just assumed since Stream Elements is running at home before it through OBS before it goes up, that would all kind of happen. But yeah, I need to hear the alerts too. So I add Stream Elements in Moblin, and then I run the Bluetooth speaker. So. What's up?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. Dude, so overwhelmed. There's just like, I wrote this, I journaled about it today. I'm like, there's just so much information and so much like tech happening.
Oh my God,
at once.
yeah.
How do you even stay up on everything?
I know. I find myself refreshing the New York Times. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Just once a day or something like that.
Get on Instagram, LinkedIn, I'll look at Cranes, I'll look at YouTube, and it's like, there is just so much. How do I even distill it and process it?
Yeah.
I don't know. How are you? Sorry that was a long-winded
No,
answer.
that's why I'm having a beer.
I'm about to go get myself one.
Yeah.
Are you just hanging out?
I rode my bike here and I live streamed it, so I've got chat with me.
Oh,
So-
hey. What's up, chat? Hello, hello.
So when I put my backpack on, I strap that there and I'll
I love that. So I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're cool. Yeah.
Dude, is it the Osmo 3?
Yeah. Have you messed with one? They're amazing.
I thought of it.
There's
Do you
certain
like it over the phone?
Yes. It has depth of, it has like real depth of field. The gimbal is better than the electronic stabilization. I mean, and the form factor is better. You don't have to rig it out to even mount it. So, dude, this is
That's why I got like these for when I want to make stuff.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like the little mics.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love-
Oh, they're great.
Dude, they're so fucking convenient.
Because I have the Rode Wireless Go's, but when those, like the double one, but when they go, I'll probably just get the DJI because, like this, I don't need a receiver. It's right to the,
It's so like they're smart to do that ecosystem because it's just like
Yeah, and that matters. But yeah, so I just made a music video for friends, and when I'm watching it go between my R5 footage and this one, because I had them walking kind of like the When I Come Around video, I could tell that it's a little softer, but I'm still doing 4K 24. Yeah, cinematic look. It'll do 120, 4K 120, and like I said, it has depth of field. It looks good in fairly low light.
That's insane.
So,
I didn't know that thing did 4K.
oh yeah.
I've thought of it.
It bats way above its weight though.
You're making it very.
Yeah. That's someone that was the exact same situation. I was at the land bank,
Yo.
and do you know Tyron?
Oh yeah, he's in balance.
He's the one who convinced me. I was like, we were in one of their properties. I'm like, you're getting footage out of that? He's like, dude, you won't believe how good it is. And then after that, I was like, I'm buying it. Like, yeah.
I'm just like, there's a time and place to bring out all.
Yeah.
But it's like mostly.
And it crushes a GoPro.
Oh, sure.
I mean, that's the.
haven't
To me,
bought
it's
a
the
GoPro.
bridge. So, because I use it because I do all the bike content.
Oh yeah.
But the bridge between, like, when I just want to do something quick and I don't want to get the R5 and rig it out, and I don't want to use the GoPro because I'm inside and the light's too low, that's where it's that perfect bridge between the two. Yeah.
It's just such a fun. Sorry, I'll let you get back.
No, you're good.
Thanks for letting me interrupt. Chad. See ya, man.
See ya. So, that's Mario. He owns a video production company here in Akron. Like, does really, really nice video work. I think he shoots with an R5C. I know he has more than just that, but he uses the cinema version of my stills camera. And good guy. Sometimes we're even on the same shoots where I've been doing stills and he's doing video. But yeah, we always chat when I run into him. Yeah, so I love nerding out with, obviously, anyone in your field, like going to Nutmeg when Terry and all his friends who do this kind of work, like just learning from people who do it in New York, and Mario's kind of that level as well, so. Well, it's funny because knowing it was him, I knew he wouldn't care. You know, the other people I might have been very careful to be like, hey, I'm live, like I was at the bike shop. But I like this sign idea. Let's see how much battery I gained from. Looks like it's almost breaking even. Yeah, I don't see certain videographers, and I know you're joking, but as like competition because they're doing it with crews and a level beyond what I do. When I do videography work, like I just finished a video for a company today, a client today, they're just a different level of budget where I'm doing all right because I'm not paying anyone, right? It's just me. I shot it, I edit it, I color grade it. But they're usually either nonprofits or businesses. I'll give them the option because I have friends like that I could hire and build a bigger production if I wanted to. But whenever I give them the option of like, this could be $10,000 and it could look like this, or this could be $1,000 or $1,500 and look like this. Around here in Akron, for the people who are contacting me, they're usually like, yeah, the $1,500 option. So, whereas Mario's probably doing that $10,000 option. So. See you later, John. Have a good night. Does Moblin show me anywhere? I have no idea how many people are in here or anything. That's the reason to run two phones, even if only one is connected. Because if I had the chat on YouTube, I could see all the regular stats and stuff. I don't have any of that set up. Yeah, that does happen too, Balancing Bike Life. We do that. If someone has a production that's too big for me, I could either try and build the team to make it happen, or I could just kick it out to one of the bigger video firms. But definitely there have been like times, Mario's one of them, and then there's another group in Akron called PEG, Pritt Entertainment Group, and Ryan Pritt's a good guy and we're friends. And there's definitely stuff where he's been like, hey, you know, you don't have the budget for what we do. I do know a guy who, and you know, just try and describe it that it's still going to be quality. It's just not going to be, you know, 5 cinema cameras. It's going to be one dude with an R5, right? Somewhere between 74 people and 10,000. Yeah. Terry always says the numbers drop when you start eating, which I totally understand. Like I said, I don't like watching people eat either. Plus, it's a bike stream, so you guys are here for bikes for the most part, right? I need to remember how I could switch scenes, because before I leave here, I am going to have to use the bathroom, and I do believe I set up the remote. I just can't remember what all the little icons are, and you guys are not coming with me to the bathroom. Oh, should I show you the point and shoot, by the way? I meant to mess around with this over at the bike shop, but I forgot. This little Canon. If you saw yesterday's video, you know, but my buddy Brad in Columbus gave me a box that had like 3 or 4 point and shoots in it and a film Canon Rebel. If that film Canon Rebel works, I might mess around with it, because then I could mount my really expensive lenses. I've never shot film with like really high-end modern lenses, so I think it'd be fun to run a roll through there. That's not why I shoot film, to be honest, and I just actually made a video for my photography channel about like using the vintage lenses on my modern cameras and stuff. Like I'm doing that right now. So I got the R5 with a 19, this is probably about a 1971, 69 to 71 Minolta lens on here. But it would just be cool for once to see what some Tri-X looks like with a, you know, $3,000 lens. That's what I always say about photography. I love the whole spectrum of it. I'll shoot photos with my iPhone. I'll shoot photos with this 2008 little camera just to see what it looks like, you know. So, for work, I always want the nice stuff. I'm not messing around. I'm gonna shoot my Canon cameras and my modern lenses, but I love the hobby of photography and doing every little different thing, so. Oh shit. I'm heading out for a ride, David. I'm gonna leave here in a minute. I finished eating, just got a little bit of beer left, and I'm gonna cash out. I always leave it open just in case, because, you know, I ran into Mario, say I would have run into someone else and grabbed another beer. So I always leave it open so I never have to reopen a tab, but even though my plan was only to have one beer. I'm a member here. They have a coin club, and that's why I get this bigger beer than a normal one. So I think, are you... Yeah, it was funny, like the video is so small. When I dropped the video from that Canon into my 4K timeline, it was like a postage stamp in the middle of the screen, so, yeah. Oh, does that Canon fit in an Altoids tin? Man, it looks like it would. This is a 2008 10 megapixel, later. But no, I guess I don't know the point and shoot era that well, because I think I bought my digital Rebel in 06 or 07. It was the Rebel XT, the second version, an 8 megapixel SLR. So I never messed with this, because like this kind of stuff that some of my friends had, because my goal was always to try and shoot quality. And then I started buying nicer lenses with the Rebel, then got a 7D, and you know, kept going. Started a business, 6D, 5D Mark IV, all that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of, so just the way that like Gen Z is shooting these and using the blasting people with flash as an aesthetic, when I've taken a couple of those so far, it's something I'm kind of enjoying, because it's an era I missed. And I mean, you know, we had the point and shoot film cameras, the little disposable ones with the flashes, if you remember that. You used to hold it down and it would like charge up, and then you would use it. It had almost that same look, but it was film. Like, besides that, it's just something I never did. I never did lo-fi digital photography. So. Hey, D, is that DB? That's awesome. You bought a used Comotion. I've mentioned this before, but I used to lease the studio to another photographer, and her and her husband used to ride Comotion tandems. So. A Canon disc camera. Is that one that actually takes like discs to record the media? I remember Kodak had those. So. People use those cameras to put photos on their MySpace page. Yeah, that would be the era. I mean, I think my band was on MySpace in 2007, so this camera's at 2008, I believe. So. The other thing is, so he gave me a waterproof point and shoot. I think there was a Nikon Coolpix in there, maybe. And there was a Kodak in there. This Canon, well, I'm a Canon shooter, so it's the one I gravitated towards. But I saw the charger first. I'm not sure I have chargers for the other ones. And the way the that old style, it's not micro USB, it's before that, the even fatter one. Whatever they called that was a mini USB. It didn't charge the Canon. I had to use the charger. So I'll be interested with the other point and shoots if I'm able to get them to charge. It's not going to be worth it for me. I know there's probably, you could source those on eBay. I'll probably just put them on the shelf on display or give them to people who want them, you know. So. By the way, this Canon, I shot the thumbnail from the last video is from that little Canon, and in good light, it's fine. I took a couple photos at the coffee shop inside, and they're trash. So it's either you blast people with flash or use them outside and they're usable. Again, your phone's probably still better. But I get why like the kids like them, because it's something different. You know, it's like you're not using your phone. You have a camera. My buddy Brad, who gave them to me, his daughter gave him it's branded Polaroid, but it's not a Polaroid. It's And he says he brings it out to the bar when he goes out with his friends, and everyone loves it. It's like a camera. You know, it's not a phone, and it's just something different. Whatever. You know, I think your vibe is influenced by what you're using, you know. And plus, phones aren't ergonomically great for taking photos. They're actually horrible. So cameras were made to take photos. So. All right, see you, David. Christopher Sigmund, what's up? Yeah, I have a K1000. I've run a lot of rolls through it. Probably, I don't know, a number. I used to carry my Minoltas with black and white when I got back into film photography, and you know, because I'm old enough, I went to high school for film photography. Probably like you're saying, if you used them in the 80s, 90s. But when I got back into film for fun, I would use the Pentax K1000 with color film and my Minoltas with black and white film. The reason I like the Pentax is because I had some wide-angle lenses for it, which were not very common back in the day. So I think I have like a 28 millimeter for it, so that was one of the reasons. Because they're very basic cameras, but they work great. The meter's easy to read, they're bulletproof, they always work. Mine was actually my friend's mom, so the same guy that gave me my Roger Riviere bicycle that I ride once in a while, that yellow one, his mom died, and he gave me her camera. He was like, dude, I want to give this to you, you'll actually use it. It's just going to sit in my closet. So, yeah. Yeah, K1000s are cool. They made them forever. That camera was in production for like, this is another thing, like talking about the music earlier, where I'd be mad at myself for not remembering. I used to know this stuff, but I think they were in production for like 20 years. They made it into like, I used to know this stuff. Well, now someone could Google it so easily, but. Yeah, and it's interesting because there's certain things at certain time that are unwatchable. So like watching GoPro footage from before the stabilization was good. Like when I watch stuff from my GoPro Hero 5, I think it's unwatchable now. I'm like, I can't watch something with this horrible stabilization. I didn't make a lot of videos when I had that camera. It's before I did weekly uploads. But now I'm like, yeah, that's trash. I can't stand it. And I think the same thing would happen like right after the point, like the flash. Like those point and shoots, like blasting someone with flash. For a while, that was like, I can't look at this. This looks like trash. People didn't want to see it. That's why people either moved on to learn off-camera flash, or a lot of times, even when my buddy Kyle was the one using cameras like this, we would set them on something, and we would do like you do with iPhones and night sight now. You'd be like, hold still, so you could get that natural-looking photo. But now the aesthetic is to hit people with that on-camera flash. So it's just, yeah, it's funny. That's how life goes. That's how art goes, right? There's trends. Yeah, I think it's interesting too, because I think lo-fi always comes in different ways, because there was like shooting like film in like 60 millimeter and 8 millimeter has been a trend, and like dropping clips into music videos. But I didn't foresee like cheap digital coming back. I'm like, why would you want bad quality digital? Why would you want CCD sensors, this little Canon CCD instead of CMOS? But again, people have nostalgia for certain things. Like I don't have nostalgia for vintage point and shoots that are digital, but Generation Z, that's what their parents were using, right? Their childhood memories look like that. And when I got into film, I kind of felt the same way. It's like, oh, this is what my childhood looks like, right? So that's why it comes with music, you know. That's why everything kind of goes on a 20-year, about a 20-year cycle. You know, the 90s were real back for a while there. I don't know if they still are. I'm too old to know what's cool anymore, but yeah. Oh yeah, the Velo Orange cameras. When those came out, I'm like, why would I get one of those? Like, why would I need that? And now they totally make sense why people are enjoying them, right? All right, let's cash out and get up out of here. I think I need to suit up. there is a table now of older people looking at me. Like 3 of them are on the same side of the table, and they're like, "What the hell is this dude doing?" Yeah, Ryan. So there's Kenny. Yeah. Do you like this setup?
It looks good.
There's Kenny.
Sell your brewery. Oh, come on down to Mission Falls Brewery. Got the best beer in town. Best bike parking.
Yeah, best bike parking for sure. Cash me outside. What's up, Peekaboo? Yeah, so Canon's building that new factory in Malaysia to make basically power shots again. It looks like the rumors are that they're doing 2 lines. One is going to be like those faux SLR looking ones, and the other one would be like the GX line, which those were really cool cameras. That's what I was saying in the video. There were 2 tracks of point and shoots that were like the cheap little Canon thing like I have here, but like Sony and Canon were making really nice fixed lens cameras like that were really small and compact, and I was always on the brink of like I should get one of these and just have it with me all the time, you know. But now with mirrorless, like my R8 is so close to being small enough, it's not pocketable, but it's still so light and easy to carry. So I don't, you know, besides messing with some of these vintage is 2008 vintage ones, I don't think I'll own a true compact. Yeah, Kenny's the bike riding owner of Missing Falls. So in the early days of the live streams, he would be on his way home from here because they were still brewing to sell crawlers and stuff, and he would drop off a crawler outside my door. And I know Pudgy remembers this if he's still here. It would be like, excuse me, burping, like 10:30 at night, and Kenny would drop off a crawler, and I'd be like, should I crack this thing? And then it'd be like, why not? What else do we have to do? You know, and I'd stream till like after midnight. So yeah. Excuse me. Got the Pentax Q for that, but having issues with it not saving the time and date info. Yeah, I'm having this one. This one, every time I turn it on, I have to bypass that. It won't save either. I don't know what it is. One thing that's kind of funny, and it was annoying when I was riding yesterday, I realized there's no internet connection. I'm so used to like my R5 or my R8 or my GoPro. If I take a photo, I Wi-Fi it over to the app and upload it. But those older cameras, they don't. You have to wait till you get home and either pop in the SD card or hook it up to your computer. And I guess that's one of the things the kids are liking. Just the kids. Just because I've read articles, you know, I'm an adult, is the fact that it's delayed, which is funny because that was always the getting back into film, that was the idea. Like people who missed the film era were loving that you had to wait till it got developed to see your photos. But now just that step between the memory card and the computer is something that a different generation is finding unique and interesting. I'll never make fun of any of that stuff. I mean, like, it's funny. I mean, we could joke about it as we get older. Like, it's funny to see younger people intrigued by something that you grew up with. But I really do hate when people truly make fun of it. It's like, we did the same thing. That's what I'm talking about. I got into vinyl records right when vinyl records stopped being, like, you know, mass-produced, right? That's in the 90s, me and my friends and the punk bands, we were all making and buying records, and my parents rolled our eyes, right? So I'm not going to roll my eyes at the kids doing stuff that's, you know, just past when it was happening, right? Is a Rebel DSLR any good for a first camera? So I gave my niece, I had a T2i or something that I bought, and I was using it as like when I was doing like multiple video cameras on YouTube early on. I gave it to her, and I think it's really good for her to learn on. It's so hard to recommend them over like a cheap mirrorless camera, like a cheap Canon R or what are their low-end Rs, like the R50 or something. Because, man, autofocus is so good now, and sensors are just so much better, even in the cheap cameras. And then also, if you upgrade, yes, there's adapters, but if you got into the R line of Canons, if you upgraded the glass before you upgraded the camera bodies, they would still work on whatever you upgraded to. So I gave someone a Rebel for free. If you find a Rebel real cheap, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. I'm glad I learned like that, but I learned on film, so. Hey, what's up, Sam? Yeah, we're at the brewery. I'm about to ride home. I gotta get up. I keep talking to all the comments, so. Yeah, let me get up and get my stuff together and get suited up. Yeah, Dimitri was talking about how some of the higher end, like Contax Q3s are going for like 3,000. I saw that the Q2s were going for like 1,700 and stuff, and that's insane to me. But, you know, people like what they like. And again, it's harder to reconcile stuff from your life. Like, even when film cameras shot up in price, I had been scooping them all up from thrift stores for nothing and estate sales for nothing for years. So when all that stuff started getting valuable, I'm like, who would pay that? And it's like, well, they got scarce. People like me scooped them up early on, and then when they did get trendy, people who were early on the trend probably got decent prices, then they climb as they become rarer and rarer. Plus, anything from the 80s on, late 70s on, really, it breaks. Like all my old point and shoot cameras, like my Nikons and Canons I would use for like 4 or 5 rolls of film, they break because all the internals became plastic. Whereas your 1960s and 70s SLRs, it's like that meme about the refrigerator in your garage that'll outlast you and everyone you know. 100% true. An SRT 101 by Minolta will never quit working. A second battery, Christopher, thanks. Oh yeah, the Pentax 17 isn't interesting to me. I get why they designed it the way they did, because it makes it simple and it doubles your film. But as someone who, man, you could run through a lot of early 80s point and shoots that would break for $800, right? You know, it's a cool idea. I'm glad someone's doing it. Yeah, I would not spend the money on that Pentax, but I wouldn't make fun of anyone who did. Because when you buy a new camera too, you know it's going to work. When you buy a used camera, no matter what they say, you don't know that. So it's like when I talk with Large Marge always says about bikes. I'll say like, man, you could save so much money instead of getting like a state or deciding you could get a used bike. But if you don't know all the stuff you're looking for, you know, so. Yeah, if I was a sponsored film photography YouTuber, I would totally use this Pentax 17. What's the other one that just came out? Another camera brand just put out. I think did they name it Rolly? They used an old brand name that it's not really what it is, but another interesting camera, but I wouldn't pay that for it. A what? Live tour? Sure. Brewery? Let's do it. We'll have to see if I get connection back there. But are you on Wi-Fi? No, it's doing it through this phone app. Like, you just come to the region do a brewery tour, guys. Okay. Should I give you the mic? Or are you gonna?
Where you just stand real close.
I'll follow you.
And he's giving us a tour. All right. Right this way.
Anybody else? They're out of here.
Pardon me? All right. Go right back this way. Walk-in coolers, empty clean kegs. More walk-in cooler space. And tequila barrels, and then this is the hot liquor tank. This is where we heat up the water. Goes into the mash tun, soaks there, then we transfer it to the boil kettle where we boil it, add the hops. After that, it goes through the plate chiller and cools down from boiling to about 65 to 70 degrees, depending on the beer. And then it goes into one of It'll go into one of our bright tanks where we carbonate it and prepare it for canning and kegging. Usually stays in there about 24 hours or so. It's just forced carbonation. That's all it needs to do. So here's the other half. This is the other bright. We have 2 bright tanks, and here's our altogether we have 15 fermenters. Here's the other 5. This piece of equipment is where the kegs get cleaned when they're empty. This piece of equipment behind the table here is our canning line. We've never used it. You will definitely lose signal if you go in there. This is Megan.
Hi. Thanks.
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. She'll be fine in there. Yeah, so then this is grain storage and grain prep. That's our mill. If you look on this side, you can see the tubes that come out. They go up into the grist mill from the into the grist tank from the mill, and then on brew day they travel this line back and through.
Is that like vacuum power?
It's an auger.
Oh, an auger.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Nice.
And then the kitchen. It's where all the best bar food in Akron is. Say hi, everybody. And we're right back at the start. And that's it.
The barrel aging, yeah.
What's that?
What are you barrel aging right now?
Sol Naciente, the Mexican lager. Where it's on tequila barrels, you can see right there. Just tequila.
Nice. No problem. You want this back? I will. No, we're good. Don't know what I did there. Give me a second to get organized, guys. Why does it keep doing that? Oh. Yeah, I didn't realize when I messed up the not being on the Osmo thing. And I know we lost connection for a minute there, so. Let's get cashed out here. Hey.
I'm just watching you get all situated.
Yeah.
And I'll close out?
Yeah.
All right, it's 17 on.
All right.
Oh, look, Ethan's on camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Got the chat and everything on there.
I'm trying to be famous, you guys.
And I waved too.
Kenny said Ethan didn't. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he needs to chill on that belly.
All right, have a good night. See ya. Sorry about the nose cam. I wonder when I made that mistake. Yeah, that sucks. Oh well. Streaming bloopers. Got low bit rate here. I might lose you for a minute. Yeah, I know, I am chasing daylight now, and I realized I brought my headlight, but I did not bring a mount, because I have not ridden this bike for so long, so need to get, oh, it's 6. I'm not going to beat the daylight, I'm going to have to hold it. I'm going to have to hold the headlight. Well, I do have a tail light, that's the important thing, so. I know this is not the best view, guys. Sorry, give me a minute. I'll put the headlight in my pocket for when I need it. Yeah, I think it's sunsets right now, isn't it? In Northeast Ohio. Well, the north part doesn't really matter. It's the east-west thing, right? What's up, Brian? Down there in Texas? Well, let's see how this stream goes on the way home. Hopefully I got enough charge to get us. The whole brewery chat was on. God damn it. Oh, check this out. So our buddy wrecked this bike and it got refunded. So they finally hung it here above the, it says All City. It got replaced. I can't remember what broke on it. Or if the frame is bent somewhere. But yeah, so Otis from Dirty River, up a little too high, huh? Built it up so they could hang it on the wall with just some components to make it look cool. What is that, an old quick release Space Horse? All right, let's get out the door and then I'll get the camera situated. I'll see what we do about a headlight. I've got my lobster glove, so at least my hands won't be cold if I have to hold it out. Oh, definitely gonna need this pointed down. All right, we'll figure it out on the road. I was not able to hold the door for that guy with all the stuff I have going on. Yeah, I don't mind riding after dark, but it's not going to be easy when I don't have a light mount. I am someone who believes in always carrying. Get the camera right. Always carrying lights. Like tonight, I didn't plan to be out till dark, and here I am. So but I did not think about the light mount because I always have a permanent one on this bike. I actually ordered more. I have extra ones in the box for my O lights, and like I said, I just haven't ridden this bike in over a month. So I kind of forgot that it wouldn't be set up because it's always set up. Hey, this bike is my most daily driver of all my bikes, you know, if it was summer or fall. I did not lock that bike in the brewery. Yeah, I just had the helmet lock on it. Wow, my camera is going crazy on me again. Let's see if we can get this sorted. Like I said, I'm most concerned always about making sure I have the tail light, because I need to be seen. I could see what's coming in front of me, right? You know, but if not, we'll have to ride home with a nose cam. All right, sorry about the wind noise and the angle. We lost the Osmo. I'm gonna let the stream run till I get home, just because I can't really do anything about it. But I don't blame anyone for signing off now, because this is what we got. I'll check on the Pocket once in a while, but I don't think it's going to come in. At least you guys get to see this pretty face, right? Yeah, there'll be street lights. Hey! Trying to ride here. It's one of my good friends. Right in front. Of course, the Pocket's not working. Let's go over to the bike lane. You guys can tell. Guy pops out the window. What's this jerk want? And then it's flipping over. I talked about my band earlier, if you were here. His brother who was the guitar player and songwriter, and then he filled in on drums whenever we didn't have someone. Yeah, no Pocket yet. I'd hold the phone so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm not tapping. Ride home all the way with no hands, with the headlight in one and the phone in another. Alright, see you later, Clunky. Yeah, nothing I can do about the wind noise. It's the phone mics now. See you, Logan. I think one of the other thing about the iPhones and just smartphones in general is they know to cut noise when you're talking, but they can't, you know, cut noise when wind noise is all there is. That's what they do. So, not ideal. We'll pull over here and see if we can fix it. All I can do is turn the hotspot off and back on again. There's my buddy Micah. Actually, one of Greg's best friends. That's how I know. That's what it's like to live in Akron. As you saw at the brewery, I know people. Riding on the road now, I saw two friends. But I'm going to see if I can get the Osmo back. And yeah. we'll give it a minute. Connecting to GJI device. Let's see if it happens. Oh, we're back. Turning off the hotspot. Oh, we lost it. Try one more time. Oh. All right. Let's see how long it lasts. Nope. It is cold, so, you know. Terry said cold streaming is hard, so. All right, I gotta focus through here for a minute. So if I lose the camera, a little climbing. Feels good on this bike though. See how long we could track stand. I'm out of track stand practice. Yeah, cutting through downtown, heading to Cuyahoga Falls. And then we'll be crossing the Y Bridge over the Little Cuyahoga Valley. We'll lose a little bit of signal there. Then down Main Street and then over the actual Cuyahoga River. Yeah, Akron doesn't sit on the Cuyahoga, it actually sits on the Little Cuyahoga. This section sucks, these stupid one-way roads that they put in back in the day when we had tens of thousands of rubber workers needing to leave town. They're overbuilt now. They need to turn these back to one to two-way roads. But you don't want to upset suburbanites, right? Who never spend any money in your city. They just drive through. Sorry, camera angle again. Probably some wind noise now, I'd imagine, because it is brutal in my face wind. I also had the mic buried under my layers earlier, and when I left the brewery I didn't do that. Yeah, the snow is gone. Ooh, that is brutal. That's a wind chill in the 20s Fahrenheit for sure. Ah, shit, lost the camera angle. Oh yeah, Swenson's. Yesterday's video we went by where the original Swenson's from the late 20s, early 1930s was. No studs. There's no studs on this bike, that's just the salt. The roads are so covered in salt. You're hearing the salt crunch under my Renair's tires. You shit, hey Michigan biker. I've said it a million times, these people who push the snow up into the sidewalks, there's still piles out here blocking sidewalks. This is where it gets sketchy. Watch this, guys. So people fly off the Y bridge here, and the bike lane completely goes away. I have cars coming up. Speed limit is 35, but no one cares about that, right? So I need to cut across all this traffic. Not too bad right now because it's late enough, but there are times when it's so sketchy. So this is why I get the heck off Main Street here and ride through the neighborhoods. Camera angle, damn it. Yeah, I guess that's the reason to use an action cam instead of the gimbal cam, huh? We are north of downtown. That bridge is directly north, heads directly north. Yesterday's video, if you saw it, was all the west side of town. So Cuyahoga Falls, where I live, my studio is directly north of downtown Akron. I technically live on the main street. Same street the brewery was on. The name changes. And those one-way streets make me curve a little, but Oh, the original Swenson's is in West Akron, yes. So instead of coming down Main, you would have gone completely perpendicular and gone down Market Street, which is pretty much where I turned to get on the bridge. So yeah, if you would have taken that directly west, you would have ended up in Wall Haven, gone through West Hill into Wall Haven, and the original Swenson's would be there. They tore down the original building 10 or 15 years ago because it was tiny, just a little kitchen. And they built a nicer one, and then that's when they expanded and started building all the other ones. My timeline on that could be off because when I look at my own life, I think everything's 2 years ago, and now that means 15 years ago. We already had the pub stop. You missed it. We went to a brewery, actually, Missing Falls. Kenny gave us a tour, and I messed up the camera angle, and all you guys saw was my nose. Yeah, when I stand up, I feel like I definitely throw the camera off balance, like right now. We'll figure it out. This is the first time trying this setup. A little too high, huh? I might do some tests with the GoPro too, because they say it works. It's just not as reliable, but reliable has not been our strong suit tonight either, has it? Oh, really? Is there, I mean, the sun is set here, because I think the sunset is, but it's still before 6. Yeah, see, I stood up and now the camera angle's off. Hi. Hey, what's up? What's up? What do we got?
What's up, man?
What's up, dudes?
How you doing?
What are you guys up to?
Headed downtown.
I just came from Missing Falls, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Heading home. It's getting chilly now. Yeah. Well, yesterday spoiled us. One nice day and I like lose all my tolerance, so yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even get to ride yesterday.
Yeah, I did about 20 yesterday, so yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I chilled. I was pretty hungover from Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, did you Yeti ride on Sunday?
Yeah.
And then I ended up at his brother's house. And
I went to see some friends play music on Saturday night, then I couldn't get up Sunday morning, so yeah.
Yeah, I ain't nothing wrong with that. They got the Raleigh out today, big dog.
Yeah, I rode to the bike shop because I had broke the cable, so for the front derailleur, so I had to go in there and get it fixed. But so I rode down there in my 34 tooth front ring to, so chain rubbing the whole time on the derailleur. So,
Nice.
all right, yeah.
All right, dude, we'll see.
Yeah, good to see you, Steve. Good to see you guys. But I tell you guys about riding in Akron. So, Steve I worked with at the car wash when I was 20 years old maybe. And I brought this up in some of my videos, but if you didn't see them, we have reconnected the last couple years because of bikes. I would say Osmo Pocket 3 in case someone else didn't answer that. Yeah, this would definitely be a similar neighborhood to Erie, PA. This back in the day was the Irish part of town, North Hill. It's always been the immigrant part of town, so a lot of, now it's a mix, you know. But a lot of Nepalese have been resettled here as refugees. I was saying it's hard for me to read now that it's dark, but oh yeah, we're Eastern time here, so yeah, the sun is setting a little bit before 6 Eastern. Yeah, Erie would be a similar post-industrial city. I've spent some time in Erie, rode around Erie a little bit too. See if this car, nope. I have the right of way, Dick. If I don't have a headlight on, I'll cut him some slack. They probably didn't see me coming. Yeah. I made a Strava segment that's this whole street through here, and at night I used to really go for it. There's only 2 stop signs, that's why I use this neighborhood cut here, because all the streets on either side have a stop sign at every intersection. But I would only go for the Strava segment at night because I could see the headlights where the 2 stop signs are and gamble. Not something I do very much anymore, but more responsible in my old age. Also, it's not near, I'm looking at my phone screen, it's not as bright out now, it just got dark as it makes it look. The Osmo is definitely, it's all auto exposure, it's exposing. So when you were seeing the sky right there, it's cloudy out, but they're right here where the street lights are in the sky, it's not that bright in real life. It's darker than that. But I have street lights the whole way home. That's why I wasn't super concerned about the headlight. But a Hyundai P. I always say I never tell anyone how to ride their bike. I'm not a helmet Nazi. I wear one, but I don't care if you do. All that stuff. Tail lights though. After dark, do not ride without a tail light. Buy a $10 one on Amazon if you have to. I don't think I need to preach that to probably anyone in this chat right now, but I guess I have 2 rules. If you're doing intense mountain biking, you have to wear a helmet. If you're riding after dark, you need a tail light. On the streets, obviously bike path would be different. Yeah, you know, a lot of you guys know I've cruised around Pittsburgh. I have Pittsburgh videos. We have friends out there who've showed us around. There is part of a vibe that's similar, but river towns are different, you know. I mean, obviously I have the rivers here, but Pittsburgh vibe would be closer to Cincinnati's than it would to Akron or Cleveland's, you know. I mean, there's definitely parts of Pittsburgh that, you know, are post-industrial in the same way. But the architecture and just the way it is laid out is very, very different. But the cuts, you know, you guys got those abandoned train tracks and stuff like we do. Abandoned industry. Pittsburgh's had much more of a comeback in many areas than Akron has, but Pittsburgh's much bigger, much more on the scale of Cleveland than Akron. Here we go through the rough stuff. Might lose the camera angle. I'll fix it when we get across. Yeah, it's amazing how well this Pocket does for almost no light being out here. That's where it crushes the GoPros, but the GoPros for regular shooting, not live streaming, are just so much better. Oh, I'm not making that tonight. I slipped in the mud. So this is a big sewer project. Usually there'd be a sidewalk with a curb cut here, but it's all covered up. So one thing I just learned in the book about Akron I'm reading, so this bridge is a few hundred feet tall, and I knew that the Cuyahoga River had fallen into a more ancient gorge. The Cuyahoga didn't carve this gorge. I always thought it was glaciers that carved this gorge, but it's actually more ancient than that. The glaciers just widened it, so these are pre-Ice Age valleys right here. The glaciers widened them, and the ancient glacial rivers were runoff, and then the Cuyahoga fell into this gorge at some point. So, for you nerds out there, and yes, that's the river that caught on fire in the 60s. The EPA and the Clean Water Act are all because of that river. I have gotten so close to home, and I have to take a leak so bad I'm not going to make it. I'm going to pull over in these bushes. I'll switch you guys off this camera. Ooh, and there's some ice back here. Let's be careful. All right, chat. See you in a second. We back. 2 beers, you know, 2 beers and some water. You gotta go, you gotta go. Let's see, I haven't seen the chat for a while. Sorry, guys. Fitzwater Bridge, yeah. It is my bridge. It's funny because even before I started doing this and like filming my rides always going across the bridge, I had friends who were joking about how much I talked about my bridge when I moved out here. Or they'd be like, you don't need... Little bit more Akron. Get in the zone. That guy doesn't have his headlights on. Here's some of that snow we were talking about. Michigan biker packed up in front of the sidewalk still. And again, I don't care about me on my bike. I care about people trying to walk. I care about someone in a wheelchair trying to get where they're going. Edmund is going to be so hungry. All right, where did you guys put my keys? See, is he right here? Yes, he is. Hello, little guy. It's very dark in here. I know you told me to be home before the street lights came on, Edmund, but I didn't listen. I'll feed you dinner. Give me a second, guys. Come back in, Evan. I have to turn off moblin because it's losing connection. It's auto switching to the Be Right Back screen. So even though I kept turning it to this is my laptop, just the MacBook camera now. So. What time is it? Oh, 6:30. So yeah, it was after. Oh, made it with just enough battery on this guy left. It's in the yellow. No, you don't need to be running. What? Are you hungry, Edmund? We got a hungry boy right here. All right, guys. So we're still going to live stream tonight. I think Dave's coming by. We'll get set up for the basement in an hour and a half. That's crazy. But yeah, why not? I mean, I'm going to take a look at some of the, scroll back to some comments now that I could see them. Just make sure I didn't miss too many of what you guys had to say. Nate, the demolished land I passed by was the old, it was Summa Hospital in the end, St. Thomas originally. Actually, where Dr. Bob was when he founded Alcoholics Anonymous. So Summa is now has multiple hospitals, and they ended up demolishing that one and selling it, hopefully for houses. But Dimitri was off, missed him saying goodbye. You're not in Eastern time, Rock, because we got to be on the same time zone. Yeah. But I wasn't looking at the clock when I said that either. So I was saying the sunset before 6, if I didn't make that clear. Oh, this ceiling is this original tin ceiling. Yeah, this, where I'm standing right here, was a pharmacy. It had a soda fountain, I guess, and everything. I've never found interior pictures. I need to go to the Historical Society and see if they have anything. I found exterior pictures with there's a big neon sign that said drugs on the side of this building. So yeah, this side was an old pharmacy. I really want to see what it looked like. These are the original hardwood floors that you see Edmund on over there. Original tin ceilings. Yeah. Yeah, super cool. Beautiful. I don't know if they were just painted white when Rick, the photographer who bought this, bought it, or if they used to be this, the tin color. But I found a couple original sheets in the basement because there was a few missing, and I was able to replace them. So, yeah, this side has the original wood floor. So, as you're looking here, there is a arch that goes into the whole another building over here. So I own 2 buildings, and they've been connected. So 2 separate apartments, 2 separate basements. And the other side still has the original tin ceiling as well, but the floor has been covered over with a bamboo wood floor because it was trashed. The other side was a real estate office, and most of the buildings like this in Cuyahoga Falls, the guy who used that space owned them, and so I guess it was just trashed. I could see they're under there, but I don't know if it would ever be worth pulling up the bamboo flooring and refinishing. I'm guessing not. If Rick, who I bought this from, who's a dude who likes historic looking stuff too, didn't think it was worth it, it's probably not. So, but yeah, original floors here and original ceiling. It's beautiful. I love it. I like old stuff, so as you could probably tell by my history nerd stuff. The Akron book I've been reading is called Written in the Hills. Yeah, love this spot. Absolutely love it. Yeah, can't believe it worked out to buy it, and I bought it directly from him. Anyways, I need to end this so I could call Aaron, get my stuff organized, and then see an hour and a half down in the basement. So the basement is not below me, it's the one in the other building. So that's where I'll be later. The basement down here is my wood shop. If you saw the video where I was refinishing the table and all that stuff, that was down here. So that makes it really interesting that it's kind of all over the place. But all right. One live stream done. See you on the next live stream.
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is not interesting.
Fitzwater photo.